Namaste. Right, today's quote is one I love very much. Of course, I know it off by heart, but this is habit, picking up the machine. Khalil Gibran, the Lebanese poet, he said, "Faith is an oasis in the heart which cannot be reached by the caravan of thinking." Faith is an oasis in the heart which cannot be reached by the caravan of thinking. Of course, some people's faith is religious. It can be religious faith, but it can also just be inner belief and determination and inner knowing that you're able and capable to get through the challenges that come your way. And it gives you incredible strength to know that you can overcome anything that's thrown in front of you, whether it's illness, whether it's loss, relationship, or family loss. You're going to get through it and you're going to be fine. So it gives you incredible strength. Okay, we're going to lie down in Advasana, which is the opposite of Shavasana. Shavasana is lying on your back. Advasana is lying on your stomach. And I hope this microphone copes with this. So we're going to lie down in the stomach. And there's 3 ways of doing Advasana. So the 3 options, and you pick the one that works for you. The first one is just lying with the forehead on the ground and your arms are stretched right out. So try that one. Forehead on the ground. I'm keeping my head up because I'll roar into this microphone if I put my head down. So try stretching out the arms with the forehead on the ground. The second option is you put one hand on top of the other, palms facing upwards, and you place the forehead on the palms. So this is the second option. See how that works for you, because we're all different. And the third option is the hands behind the back, hands behind the neck, forehead on the ground. So everyone has their personal preference. So I'll just run through them once more. I know they're simple, but stretch your arms out, forehead on the ground. See how that works for you? Now you have palms facing upwards, forehead on the palms. Some people like the third one, hands behind the neck, forehead on the ground. So pick the one that works for you, depending on your shoulders, depending on the tightness of the neck, depending on many things. You can be lying with the legs straight out, or you can slightly part them, depending on your lower back position or situation. And just start to breathe from the spine. Take a breath in from the spine, and as you inhale, slowly take a breath up over each vertebrae. And feel it easing and relaxing as you take the inhalation right up to your head. As always, we're waiting for the natural pause. You're filling your lungs, you're using your diaphragm, you're doing your yogic breath. And as you exhale, you soften and surrender your full body weight onto the ground. Really fill up those lungs. You can feel the rib cage expanding, the final puff of air in the clavicle area, and then, and whichever position you've chosen, feel that you're completely letting go. So anytime you're out of sorts, anytime you feel a bit stressed or bedraggled, get yourself down in this position And of course, it's a great one for releasing pressure on the spine. Completely different from Advasana. And apparently, when you lie in your stomach, you get more air into the upper area of the lungs. So you actually get more air into the lungs, supposedly, if you lie in your stomach, upper rib cage area. Or the gaseous exchange is greater. Savor each breath. Savor each moment, knowing at this moment you have nothing else to do but breathe slowly and deeply and immerse yourself in the moment. Take the breath from the tailbone, from the coccyx. Give it a colour if you wish, if it makes it easier for you to visualize it coming up and easing each vertebrae. And as you exhale, you're allowing the spine to realign. You're cleansing the lungs, oxygenating the blood, and bringing clarity of thought. 3 more breaths. Really savor them. If you're lying with your arms straight out, really inhale, stretch those arms. Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. Now we're going to come up in the Sphinx. So we place our hands in line with our forehead. We've done this one before. Hands in line with the forehead. Slightly more than shoulder width apart. And we're going to raise the torso up, but you're not pressing on the arms. You're using the back and abdominal muscles as you come up. And then just at the last moment, you ease onto the elbows. So there's 2 ways of doing this. You can stay in the stationary position, stay up, and then inhale and feel the stretch through the abdominals. Feel the stretch through the throat. And soften and stay in this position. I prefer staying in this position. Or you can go right down again. As you exhale, you can go right down, take a comfort breath. And start again by lifting and using the back muscles until you come up and you can rest on the elbows. So as I said, I prefer staying in this position and getting the stretch through the abdominals. Lift up, stretch through the throat, raise the chin, look up, exercise the eyes, and then soften. If you have any discomfort in the lower back, then you can just lower the torso a little, or you can separate the legs a bit more. That will ease it. This isn't for everyone if you have lower back problems, but it's the easiest lift you can do, which gives you the least pressure on the lower back. You don't be passive, you really lift up and through. Raise the chin, feel a stretch through the throat, thyroid muscles. Watch it, you're not rounding the shoulders. Keep the shoulders open. Now we're going to do an easy cobra. So the normal cobra is when you put your hands under the shoulders and you get a very aggressive lift up. It's very strong in the lower back. But we're going to keep, just widen the arms, widen the hands. So you will get a stronger lift, but it's more gentle than a classic cobra. We'll gently come up. If you feel you get any discomfort in the lower back, you go back down. And you take the hands out further. So the hands are still in line with the forehead, but you're just increasing the space between them as you come up into the cobra. So you're much higher now. And you relax. Again, you can be dynamic and come up and down. I prefer to stay in the stationary position and work from there. So we're inhaling again. And you'll feel a stronger stretch in abdominals. Keep your shoulders open. Don't be tempted to round them. Just relax into that simple inhalation stretch. Try to keep the neck long. You don't want to keep it buried in between the shoulders. Try to keep it long. And lift the chin. And look up with the eyes. It's very important. They get a stretch too. Now, only if you wish, in your next inhalation, you lift up, stretch through, and you exhale to the right with your chin. The first point of resistance, you don't go straight in anything, first point of resistance. And you stay there. You inhale, you lift up, exhale, and allow the chin to move further round to the right. If it can, if it can't, that's also okay. Inhale to the neutral. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to the left. Try to keep your chin parallel to the ground. Don't drop it. You're lifting up, getting a stretch through the abdominals. Exhaling around. Again, you can go up and down if that's your preference, because it is strong contraction in the lower back. Inhale back to neutral and lower down. And now we stretch the back. So we come up on our heels. We know this one as well. We're sitting back on our heels. And you can feel that stretch now after having compressed the lower back for so long. We walk the fingers away. Inhale, walk the fingers away. And then exhale as we soften and allow the weight of the buttocks to lengthen the spine. You don't have to get much movement. Inhale, walk the fingers away, and then soften. And just to change the stretch, instead of having the palms on the ground, you put the palms together. And you'll feel the different stretch. So we inhale, push away. Oh, and a lovely stretch as you relax through the buttocks. You get a nice squeeze in the inguinal nodes, which are in your groin. Added with the stretch. Intercostals are getting stretched, the rib cage, the shoulders, the arms, the spine. Now we take our hands, pose of the child. We'll put our arms down the side of our body. And we tuck our chin in. Pose of the child. In this position, imagine the breath separating the upper rib cage. So as you take the breath in, feel the upper rib cage separating. Intercostals are getting stretched, and then you soften, relax the shoulders, and allow the arms to flop on the ground. Slow, smooth, deep breaths. So really visualize that breath as it comes in. It's stretching these intercostal muscles in your upper back. As you exhale, you're softening through the shoulders, and the arms are like floppy. See if you can tuck your chin in a bit further. I hope this mic is performing okay. And only if you wish, very gently, you raise the buttocks and come up and roll onto the back of the head. This is not for everyone. Perfected here. Initially, you don't stay in this too long. Stretches the neck, gets oxygenated blood up to the brain. To come out, keep the chin tucked in, raise the torso, keep the chin down, come up onto a sitting position on your heels, and let the blood slowly trickle back out, keeping the chin down. Relax the shoulders. Only when you're ready, now you can lift the chin. This prevents dizziness. This is a wonderful stretch of the neck. And you get many of the benefits of a headstand without the palaver. Okay, so now we're back in our stomach. I'm going to do the snake. Plenty of these in the roads at the moment. Okay, we're going to interlock our fingers behind our back. And as before, we'll just inhale and we'll lift the chin up and we push through the arms. We're not lifting the arms, we're just pushing through and down. It's your back muscles that are doing the job. We inhale as we push through the arms. Now, a few strong postures to come and then we're relaxing ones. Inhale, push through the arms. Open the shoulders, push through the arms. Once more. Now this next one, you inhale, you push through the arms, and then you lift. Not looking for Olympian performance, just a basic lift. And relax. Inhale, stretch the arms, lift. You can stay in these for as many breaths if you wish, as you wish. Quite strong. Anytime you're fatigued, you stop, you take a few comfort breaths. Release your clasp. We're going to lift the right leg without bending it. So we inhale, we lift the right leg. Hold for 3 breaths. And lower. We'll just alternate. Raise the left leg on the inhalation. Keep it straight. 3 breaths. Once more with each leg. Next the right. And the left. Your own time. Take a few comfort breaths. Back to the right leg. We lift it straight on the inhalation and we bend this time. We bend and you get a stretch through the thigh. Three breaths. Lower down. And the left. Inhale straight and bend at the knee. Once more in your own time with each leg. A nice stretch through that thigh. You can stop and take comfort breaths in between each one, whatever works for you. If that's enough, you can just lie in Advasana and relax. But if you want to do something a bit more strenuous, we take our ankles to our buttocks, and then we reach round and clasp each ankle. I don't want you to lift the knees off the ground. This is the bow, but we're going to inhale as we lift up through the chest, the chin, and we pull. We pull with the hands and we push with the feet. Keep the knees on the ground. This is the easy bow. You can stay up for 3 breaths, or you can come up, pull, stretch, and go back down. As always, there's many different ways of doing the same thing. So you inhale, you push away with the feet, you pull with the arms, you're opening the shoulders, looking forward, stretching through the neck. It's a lovely stretch, but it's a strong one. Uses a lot of energy. And if you want to finish off and make it slightly stronger, again, it's entirely up to you. It's very strong. You have to be careful you don't pull any thigh muscles or strain anything. You inhale as you come up. You push away with the feet. You pull with the arms, and you lift the legs. This is very strong. The bow. You can continue dynamically with that, coming up and down, or you can stay up for a number of breaths that work for you. And we push up on the heels, and we're going to go back to walking the fingers out. So that's a lovely stretch now. You feel it after the exertions of the bow. So walk your fingers out and sit back on your heels with exhalation. Inhale, walk. If you want to slightly change the stretch, palms together. Which gives a stronger stretch in the shoulders, as I'm sure you feel. You really stretch through and then soften. Again, when you feel you've had enough, you come up into a comfy sitting position. Now, you can sit against a wall, you can sit in a chair, but make sure you're comfortable. Sit against anything. You can sit on your heels, but we're going to be in a position for a while. It's more important that whatever position you take, that you're comfortable. So chair against a wall, on your ankles, Vajrasana. This is not for everyone. And we're going to do simple neck exercises. So take a few moments just to recalibrate. I've done these before. So most people's tension is on the occiput, the base of the skull. When you get upset about something, you tighten up and all the back muscles tighten, and the attachment point in the occiput, that's where all the discomfort comes. So this helps to ease these muscles. So we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we turn the chin to the right. Don't drop the chin, try and keep it parallel. And we stay in this position. You're keeping the torso long, you're keeping the chin parallel to the ground, and you're just breathing slowly and deeply. And with each exhalation, you're not forcing the chin around, you're allowing it to move further if it wants to. You can feel the pull on these neck muscles and trapezius muscles. Careful you don't drop the chin. It's easy to become passive and just allow it to drop. I just did it myself. As you inhale, you lengthen the torso. As you exhale, you turn the chin. And you can feel what's happening. Inhale slowly and take a chin back to neutral. Take a few breaths. Inhale, exhale to the left. Keep your torso long, check it you're not slouching. And of course, you'll always find that one side is easier. So you take the chin around to the first point of resistance and you start to breathe. Of course, you're oxygenating the body, calming the nervous system, cleansing the lungs, stretching the neck and trapezius muscles, the attachment points on the occiput, the base of the skull, for very little effort. Energizing the body with expending minimal output. Remember, it takes 6 seconds for the muscles, tendons, ligaments to assist you with what you're doing. Full, slow, smooth yogic breath. Now slowly, always slowly, back to neutral. Now it's the ear to the shoulder. Take a few breaths, let the muscles realign. And when you're ready, we inhale and we drop the right ear. Exhale, drop it down to the right shoulder. Careful that you don't lift the shoulder up to the ear. And we stay in the position. You can do these dynamically as well. You can inhale, turn, exhale back, but it's not, it doesn't give us great benefit. You can feel the pull in the base of the skull. Again, be careful you don't slouch. Keep the torso upright. Get this breath slow, smooth, and deep. It's easy to do as you're doing this, just to slip off and you slouch and you forget the breath. You become passive. Those are very good stretches. Slowly inhale as you come up to the neutral position. Take a few breaths. And you know what's coming next. Left ear to left shoulder. Inhale. Left ear to left shoulder. Oh, it's a lovely stretch. Again, check it. You're keeping the torso elongated, upright. Easy to slouch. Get that delicious breath in. Prana. That's a word for breath, for energy in yoga, prana. And the word for breathing exercises is pranayama. So prana's energy and the yama's extension. So you're extending energy within by breathing. Of course, when you're ready, come out of it. Raise the head up. Of course, people count 10 breaths to each side. I prefer just to stay in the position until it feels natural to come out of it. Everyone has their own way. I'd have to take my glasses off for this next one. Again, take a few breaths, neutral. Now we're going to turn the chin to the right, 45 degrees. And then we drop it down. And we take our right arm and we put the hand right over the back of the skull. And you have to keep the elbow in close to the head. And then you relax the right arm, and the weight of the arm will stretch the neck. So 45 degrees to the right. If you have any problems with this, just look at the screen. And your hand as far over the back of the scalp as you can. And then relax the arm, and the weight of that will give you a delicious stretch. Ooh. slow, smooth, deep breaths and really stretch. To come out, you keep your chin down, you release the arm first. Wait a few seconds. Let the muscle realize what's happened. And only then do you raise the chin. Turn around. And you can feel the stretch, you can feel the lymph, you can feel the blood, the circulation rushing back into the area. Now we'll go to the left, 45 degrees. Drop it down. For some, that's enough stretch. Left arm up, right over the back of the scalp. And don't keep the elbow out wide, that's no use. Keep the elbow in as close to the center of the face as you can. And then allow the arm to relax, which will give you the stretch. Now for me, this side is much, much tighter because I look over the other side of my bike all the time. There's always a reason. There's always a reason why one side of the body is out of balance. Oh, and just breathe. Check that you're not slouching. Check that you're not being passive. Check that you're getting a full yogic breath in. So again, to come out, release the arm, keep the chin down. You can feel what happens with the arm, you can feel the circulation. It's all about awareness. And if you feel that this one works for you, then you do more of this one. If other postures you don't feel they give you benefit, then you don't do them. Inhale up with the chin gently. Back to neutral. Right, you're not going to like this one, I don't think. But so now we're going to take the left hand. I'm going to push it again. I should have kept my glasses off. In fact, that's what I'll do. Keep them off. Left hand against the left side of the head. Elbow open. And you're going to inhale, and you push with the hand, and you push with the head. It contracts all the neck muscles, and it works out for the arms and shoulder. So we inhale, and then you push. Keeping the elbow open, it doesn't work so well like this. You're not getting the benefit. So keep the elbow open and inhale. Push with the head against the hand and the hand with the head. Isn't that a beauty? Very, very strong. You can keep pushing and have a number of breaths, or you can relax, give it a break. Get a few breaths in to get rid of the lactic acid. And then back to it. Inhale. But you can feel. You can take your other hand and feel what's happening to the structures. Wonderful exercise. And I think that's enough for you because you'll be feeling your arm and shoulder with that. Again, you must know what's coming next. The right arm. Open. Get it comfy in your head. I have to move a little here. And repeat the process. Open. Inhale, push. with the head and the hand. Take a few breaths. And then it's fists at the front of the forehead. Very same again. Double fists. Keeping everything straight. Keep your chin parallel. Inhale. Push with the fists. Push with the forehead. Stop and take comfort breaths. Continually push as you're breathing, or you can stop with the pressure. Take a few breaths, one breath at a time with each push. And give yourself a break. They're very strong. They're very good. And the last one, toilet roll. We've done this before as well. So hands behind the scalp. Elbows open. For some people, that's enough, just opening the elbows. That's ooh. Right. You're trying to create a space between your hands and your head. Not by, sorry, my mat's sticky. I can hardly get my knees off it. Not by taking your chin forward. You're taking your elbows open, keeping your chin parallel, and you're trying to fit an empty toilet roll cylinder, the paper things, between the hands and the head. Some of you may just get the space for the flat one, but never mind. Inhale and look, push your hands away. And release. It's very strong. Again, it's up to you how long you hold it. Okay. Attachment points. So all these muscles, as I said earlier, I'm turning around to show you the points we need to be touching. All these muscles attach onto the occiput. And when I used to massage people, when I touched people here, they were always bruised. So I want you to take your thumbs and just feel around these points. And you'll come to a few points. Don't be shy, that you want to jump through the roof when you touch them. So this means that these muscles, that's it there for me. Ooh. So there's various points. Push in, and it's like a bruised feeling. And this means that the muscles have been contracted for too long, so they've got tired. But the attachment points of the muscles, they've got what's called proprioceptors. They've got little sensors that when you touch them, it sparks the muscle back into health. So when you go for a sports massage, if they know what they're doing, they will massage the origin and insertion of the muscles. And that kicks it back into health. So don't be shy, play about, and you'll find them. Ooh, there as well. So you're trying to get that thin line between pressing them enough so there's a bit of discomfort, but not too much. Otherwise, you'll just bruise them, and it's pointless. So you've got the idea there. This mat's very sticky. It's a new one. Now we're going to do the scalp and the ears. So again, this one's great for people who've got lots of hair, because what you're doing is you're massaging the scalp, and every hair follicle's got a nerve ending. And you're activating those as well, releasing stress. So again, don't be shy, get your pads of your fingers right in there. If you've ever had a head massage before, you'll know the benefit. Get your thumbs into your temples. That's very nice. But really press that scalp. You can get little machine things with little baubles on the end of them, and you can massage the head with that. But again, it's just, you can use your fingers. It's just marketing. So stay with it. Give yourself a good pull the skin, pull it with your thumbs and fingers, get right in there. And then lastly, the ears, acupressure points. You can go and research all the acupressure points in the body. Just about everywhere's an acupressure point. But we start with I think it's called the tragus, the bit of cartilage that sticks out. Some people get it pierced. So start there and pinch it. Pinch it firmly. And then we'll go around the outside of the ears. Again, when I'm massaging people, when I used to massage some of the guys and I started fiddling with their ears, they weren't so happy. One guy said, I've never had a man play with my ears before. So anyway, we had a laugh and he had a laugh, which was the greatest benefit of all. So just go round the outside of the ear. And again, don't be passive. Really press. If you're interested, you can go and research acupressure points in the ears. But it doesn't matter the knowledge, it's how you feel afterwards. Stay with it a few more times, right around into that thick bit of cartilage, ligament. It's cartilage, I think. And give yourself a break, because your arms and shoulders must be a little weary. So just sit and feel what's happened. You feel any different? You feel worse? Do you feel better? Just relax. Don't control the breath. Allow it to come naturally. Smile. I started to smile naturally with that because I feel so relaxed. Enjoy the moment. Life is just too stressful. You have to grab these moments and make the most of them. Coping mechanisms. These are just tools to help you through the day. Now, we've done all these neck movements. And one of the movements supposedly is to circle the chin. I don't like that. I don't see the point of that. It's a bit boring. But what we can do is we can use our chin to spell a word. So today, why don't we just spell love? So it's very simple. For example, I'm going to inhale as I go up the stroke of L, back down, exhale, inhale, across. Inhale as I go up to the O, exhale as I go down. So just spell the word love in your own way, in your own time, in line with the breath. Remember, you can make it capital letters, you can give it a color, you can be as creative as you want. One more spelling. And then just sit for a moment again. Take your awareness through your body. See if you feel different from when you started. And then you're in control of your practice. Now the lovely facial exercises. And remember, no one can see you. So we're going to pout out strongly. And then we pull back really strongly. And again, you can feel what it does to the neck muscles. I think it's 27 muscles in your face, must be more than that. Pout out, pull back, and keep doing it. Don't be shy. Try doing this in front of a class of 30. Ooh. So keep doing it until you feel a little bit of fatigue, and you stop. Then we're going to pout up, pout down, to the right, to the left, and then we'll open our mouth wide and stick out our tongue with a Remember, you're not moving your head, you're only moving your lips. So we pout out, up, down, really strongly, to the right, to the left. And then lastly, open wide, tongue out, eyes wide. And we just continue. Out, up, down, right, to the left. And then scrunch up tightly, tissue paper. I forgot this one. Scrunch up tightly. Really scrunch up. And let go. Again, out, up, down, right, to the left. Tissue paper. And we'll do it once more. And then feel your face, see what's happened. So a lot of people buy expensive creams, exfoliate the skin and the face, and all it does is puff up the face, so it makes you look younger. This does the same. Oxygenated blood puffs up the face. It's a bit cheaper. I used to do these in my car when I was at traffic lights. I used to forget I was doing them, and then I turned around and saw some people looking at me peculiarly. I used to do them walking down quiet streets as well, but when someone came along, they got a bit of a fright. Okay, so we're going to do alternate nostril. And then we have a couple more postures. So you have three options. If you're feeling a bit out of sorts and a bit low, then you can just breathe through the right nostril. Remember, right raises. If you're happy to be calm, then it's left. Or you can just do the alternate nostril, which is just a general balance that brings homeostatic balance into the body. Pick the one that works for you. So either just breathe through the right nostril or the left, or do the standard alternate nostril. If you're doing the standard, we take our hand, we drop the two middle fingers. So we've got the two fingers and the thumb, and this is what you use to press the cartridge. Okay. A few more breaths. Remember, if you can't get to sleep at night, you press on your pillow, you press your nose and close your right nostril and breathe through your left. That lowers you down. If you're waking up in the morning and you're sluggish and you can't get going, you press your nose, the left side of your nose on the pillow and breathe through your right. That will raise you. Remember, you never believe a word I say. Try this stuff. See how it affects you. Okay, two more simple postures. We're going to lie on our back. We're going to do the preliminary plough. Gentle stretching of the lower back. So we're trying to keep as much of the lower back and buttocks on the ground as possible. So we bend at the knees and we lift our legs up and straighten them. Now there's two ways of doing this. Your palms are down on the ground, or you can take your fists and gently push them under your buttocks, which I suggest if your lower back is tight. And this is all we're doing. We're only taking our legs to the first point of resistance. And this is it. So you're relaxing as you breathe in, as you exhale. Keep your legs straight. Of course, you can take them further if you bend the legs. That's no use. So this is, if you've tight hamstrings, you won't get it very far. If you've lower back issues, you're not going to get it very far. It doesn't matter. And if you wish, you can open the legs. You can stay in this position for a few breaths. and close. Now you can just keep them as they are. So you can feel the abdominals, the hamstrings, and the stretching the muscles in the lower back. You can stay in this position, because you shouldn't stay in this too long initially. But if you want to change posture, you put your palms down on the ground, bend at the knees, and then you push through the hands and come up, hands under the hips. And this is what we're looking for. This is all. We don't want to go away back and pull the lower back muscles. We just want to stay like this. Inverted position. Breathe smoothly and deeply. And allow the body to stretch naturally. Supporting your hips with your hands. You're not taking your torso and squeezing it into your chin. And to come out, you bend at the knees. Put the knees down towards your face. Palms go back on the ground. And you use that to support you as you unravel yourself. You don't lift up the head. Slowly, 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 you can feel each vertebra. Stretch out the legs, and you're into Shavasana naturally. Open the palms, floppy feet. Lift up the left shoulder, roll it out. Lift up the right. And let the body be. One of my favorite mantras, let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. It's so simple. Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. Just by saying that, I smile. Let peace begin with me. Let me begin with peace. As you're lying there, I'll read out the quote. So we started with Khalil Gibran. We're going to finish with him as well. The opening quote was, "Faith is an oasis in the heart which cannot be reached by the caravan of thinking." Faith is an oasis in the heart which cannot be reached by the caravan of thinking. You use your instincts. But if you do have doubts, because we all have doubts occasionally. Again, by Khalil Gibran, doubt is a pain too lonely to know that faith is his twin brother. Doubt is a pain too lonely to know that faith is his twin brother. As always, namaste with much love.